And we are live. We are live for another episode of Griff Swears She's Awake. She is totally coherent enough to stream. I just need to do something quick on another screen here. Quick. Riveting TV here, I know. And there we go. Hello and welcome. We are doing the Secret World today. I am actually on my alt right now. I am on one of my alts. For those unfamiliar with the game, there are 3 different factions. My main is Illuminati, but I've also got alts in the Dragon and the Templar, and this, my alt is another Lumie, because Kirsten is just that awesome. This is also the alt that's earliest into the game. Let's see, right now, as far as she knows... Oh, hey! Oh, hi, Tiger, I am live. How are you doing? So this one, this is OtterGryph. You know, I'm so creative with my character naming. She has just come through the very, very, very beginning part of the game. So, okay, let's run away from the guy with the sword, because that's going to get annoying. She made it through, so she knows she has magic power. She went in through the very beginning of the Illuminati opening, and she had just gotten to Kingsmouth. She's actually a little bit OP, since she is my alt. I've been running some event stuff with her sometimes, and fighting some world boss stuff with her, but I haven't progressed in the story at all. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna progress in the very early... Yeah, Tiger, I saw that, and then Arlie was talking about that when I was streaming the park last night. Broken paws are no fun. You need to get better. I can hear you. Yeah, I'd love to. That would be awesome, Griff. Thanks. No more shoveling snow for you either, darn it. Shoveling snow is not conducive to healing hurt paws. Yeah, time does help, but that's still not a lot of fun. The holiday event is actually still going for another few days in here too. I just didn't really feel like running it on stream. I probably should before it's over. I love the atmosphere in this game. And it's so much prettier with a computer that can handle it better than my laptop. Okay, I can currently run faster than I have any right to. Again, because alt and because passing along sprint benefits. Here, we'll bring bullets to Andy. Because this is the mission that everybody has to do. Because poor Andy needs bullets. It's so weird coming onto one of my alts. I had to fix all of my, where all my inventory windows were, and I don't have any of the clothes that I'm used to having. Oh, poor baby. Hey. Hi, Andy. I brought you bullets, Andy. Well, the mission is right here on the road to Kingsmouth, so there's some people just purely for the cuteness factor will run through here on their mains and still do this little tiny side mission in the first area, just because poor Andy. He tries. Now, I think on this one, I'm going to send my report quick. I forget if I've talked to... Have I talked to you yet, Helen?
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
I must have talked to you already. Oh, I need to run around and find other Kingsmouth survivors, because right now, she doesn't know what's up with all the zombies and all the fog and all these strange goings-on. So she's gonna need to find out. This is the one... I'm gonna cheat because I actually know exactly who I have to talk to for this. Playing through it the first time, it's kind of neat because you get to run around and, you know, talk to different people and try to figure out what's going on. But we're just gonna go straight to Norma. I gotta remember, this is not the one that has a sword. I do not have a sword. I do not have AoE that surrounds me. Yeah, as Tiger can probably tell, I'm a little OP for this area already, even though it's an alt. Although they did nerf things down a little bit when they did the new player experience. Yes, efficiency. Well, it's not like this game isn't chock full of story and awesome NPCs without having to wander around talking to them right at the beginning. Again, I've already done it, so...
Well now, I'm not much fit for entertaining, but I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right? Oh, not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband, and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around and having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama. Nama Creed. Raised a family up here before this dungeon thick fog came took him is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, that the sea took them. They came back. Whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog, like it was following them back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look him in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Norma is all of the awesome. Standing there with her shotgun. Yeah, she doesn't need checking on. I am gonna check something on my other screen here. And I have not yet figured out how to make the music continue on in the game when I'm doing that. Okay. So we have to check out the Lady Margaret. I'm trying to think. It's so hard for me to remember what I'm actually supposed to know at this point. I'm pretty sure at this point I really only know what's right in front of me. Like, I am literally just kind of going around wherever people tell me to go around, because as a character I really don't have any other clues. I know I'm supposed to investigate out here, and I know weird shit's going down. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, leave me alone. I love the assault rifle. Well, I love it in early game. You don't remember what? Stream lag. I don't catch what you don't remember, Tiger. Oh yeah, I have to actually go through here. And you might get to see me die, because I'm too used to being able to just run into these things on my main, and I really can't at this point in the game. Oh, the mission with that woman. Okay. Yeah, I like her. Norma's pretty awesome. Mostly what's keeping me alive right now is that I am using the assault rifle. It's a leech weapon. You can, beat your way through a little more often, since you're getting a little bit of healing off of it. But yeah, right now, realistically, I should be probably quality level 1 here, and I think she's up at 4. And the sad thing is I don't even run my alts. I don't run them through world bosses to try to level them. I run them through to try to get the nifty cosmetic items that they don't have yet. I want to play with my settings and turn that off, because that's bugging me. Like I said, none of the settings transfer from my main, so I have to stop and think and try to figure out where the differences are. I want target info. And poor Tiger, I want to ask how you're doing, but I don't want you to have to type more than you need to. Arlie said she got you some games, though. Let's see if that's the one that I wanted. Nope, I didn't make it go away. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot you too, but that's okay. Because I promise you, even slightly OP like this, if I get surrounded by too many of these guys, I'm gonna be dead. Tiger, you already had audio surf. I gave you audio surf like forever ago. Unless there's a new one. Oh, did they do another one? Oops, I didn't mean to kill both of you. Okay, audio surf 2. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, I'm just gonna aggro everything. Because that's fun. I am spinning for a purpose. It is semi-active combat, in that the more I move, the less they can hit me. I've actually got my main rocking. Oh yeah, Steam sale. I've actually got my main rocking blades and fists sometimes, since I'm a little more comfortable, you know, not dying. Hello, Captain. Oh, Captain, my Captain. And that's the one problem with both the assault rifle and the shotgun, is you kind of have to be facing them. Blade's got a really nice attack that'll just hit everything surrounding you. Okay, lucky to be writing this, can't believe what happened, shouldn't believe it. That's what Doc Bannerman would say. Shrink's going to be earning his pay when we get home, if we get home. Larry and his boy Derek are clammed up. Joe's real fevered, and this thing, still shining like a flashlight. I look over my shoulder, I swear I still see that fog. I'm pretty sure there's lore over here somewhere. I will be good and not make everybody sit through all of the lore, but I do love it. The reason it's written in the way it is, that, you know, transmit, initiate New England signal, receive, initiate the, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, frequency. All of the lore is the buzzing talking to you. At the very beginning of the game, that whole thing with that little bee crawls in your mouth, and that's where you get your powers. This is the buzzing. They're not really operating on our plane. So the beginning of all of the lore entries is always going to be kind of this transmit thing. They're trying to tune into our frequency. Oh, yeah. I'll run something maybe is it tomorrow night? I'll run something maybe tomorrow night that It maybe is a little less story intensive. But yeah, it's them kind of tuning into us, and I love the way they kind of stumble over words. Like they're trying to communicate in a way that we can understand, but they're not quite sure how. What do I have to do now? I have to go back to town and talk to the doctor. You know, or I could randomly jump into the water because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. And actually having this speed this early in the game is another huge advantage. Because if nothing hits you, you can get out of their aggro range for the most part. You guys a kill though. Because shotguns and zombies are just that satisfying. Okay, Yoda. Oh, that reminds me. I am going to... Okay, good. Yesterday when I was streaming the park, the Twitch chat wasn't showing up on the screen. And, you know, as much as anybody watching a recorded version of a live stream should assume that the person running it is in fact talking to their viewers, it's still a little easier if it's actually up on the screen. Oh. And this is Moose. Moose is awesome. Moose is awesome just as a character and with what they do with him. Oh god, it's gonna turn to Extra Life when I spent like a half hour way late into it just running around different places being like, oh, you gotta meet this NPC. Oh, you gotta meet this other NPC.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
I know, so are you, Helen. Yes, you're the one I have to actually talk to. This is the other thing I like. This, you know, talk to the doctor. You actually do have to, like, question him about what's going on.
It was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return.
And actually, Tiger, since you are in chat, and you are always ever, you really are super helpful. How is my voice level? Because I know yesterday when I was running the park, my voice was coming in a little quiet compared to the game.
In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions. I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
Well, hey.
Hopefully I've also got the volume so you can hear the background tracks, because I freaking love the music in this. I know, fangirl, but I love the music in this game. The sound design is excellent. Oh, hi. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Tiger. Why is my cat not out? You know, I'm probably still not earning extra XP off that cat, so I probably don't need to worry about it. The pets in game aren't combat pets, but there are only a handful of pets at the very beginning that do give you an XP boost when you have them out. It's only supposed to get you past the first little couple levels. Yes, I do. I think I was probably talking pretty quietly yesterday, too. It's that whole being tired coming off a work thing. But I know if I don't get back in the habit of stream... Oh, there's my kitty. There's my little temple kitty. I don't remember... Nope, no lore. Oh, yeah. Yep. This game has me so well trained. Like, I mean, you know how I am with shinies in game. You know exactly how I am with collectibles. But it's so much worse here because the collectibles give pieces of story. And, like, actual little tidbits that are interesting that you don't get otherwise. Yeah. Must see every corner of every room. And this is the only time in game. The early story stuff. Shinies. You know how much I love shinies? That's what one of my inventory bags is. It's my shinies. But the story stuff up until Tokyo, you can't repeat. That was one of the other reasons I actually wanted alts. Because a lot of this stuff, like right here, I can't get to again on my main. So, Night Helen and I met under fireworks set to my favorite composer. Which, unsurprisingly, oh neat. So you gotta remember, all of this, all of this early stuff I also ran on my laptop on absolute lowest settings. So I'm still a little bit like, oh wow, awesome, there's stuff I can actually see now. Okay. I should accomplish things. And we want case database. And this is password protected. That broken framed photo was your clue. You know, what song do they play during fireworks and who's the composer? No, not Vivaldo. We want Vivaldi. Okay, note, divulging information from the case database can lead to fines, deregistry from the main medical board, and significant litigation. And we got some case files to look through. We have we have Danny. Danny, who we'll meet later. Reason for referral, deviant behavior including voyeurism and graffiti. Method, Helen thought that this assessment would be the best way to stop Mr. Rosin from pressing charges. It was pretty funny. The YouTube clip of Rosin in his underwear watering roses. Diagnosis, Danny is a fine, healthy young man whose sense of humor might make him some enemies. And we're going to skip to the fortune teller. Yeah, you needed the composer. The fortune teller in this town, I love her. She's fabulous. Madame Roger? I better be pronouncing it right. Referral self-appointment, reason for referral not disclosed. Method, Roger seems to suffer from a variety of deviant sexual fantasies, not least of which involve an inappropriate doctor-patient relationship. She's fun when you meet her. And not even necessarily fun in a goofy way, just I like her character. Diagnosis, dynamite. And the case we actually want is the Lady Margaret. Regarding patients, referral, they came to me after the Lady Margaret limped back into the harbor. All of them needed help, so I arranged separate interviews. It is too early to tell, but something clearly happened on that ship. Derek suffers from severe headaches and a keen sense of paranoia. The similarities with Joe Slater and Lawrence Creed are alarming. It seems the symptoms develop at uneven rates, but I fear everyone on the boat might be affected with this, whatever it is. Second consultation with Lawrence today. The headaches are getting worse to the point where he can no longer function normally. The paranoia has not abated, and he has developed a new symptom, night terrors. I prescribed an antidepressant, but if his development is anything like Joe's, I fear he will only get worse. Oh, you kind of remember Madame Roger? Okay. I saw Joe again today. This was the fourth consultation, and I'm at a loss. He was barely coherent, his left leg twitched, and he obsessively scratched his right arm. Paranoia has developed into severe delusions. Consulted with Hartman in New York, who suggested the symptoms are most likely signs of schizophrenia, which echo my earlier diagnosis. With others from the boat presenting similar symptoms, however, and the patient's lack of response to medication, I fear this might be something environmental, something eating away at the brain. Prescribed clozapine? but I'm not optimistic. So we are now on a mission to find Lawrence and Derek Creed. Yes, I do want to travel to Kingsmouth town. Oh, she's also got one of the very, very early investigation missions that I totally overthought. I overthought impressively far. Where am I going? I am going this way. There is an option in the game that you can turn off all of these highlighted things. You know, if you really want a challenge and if you really want to play it through as more of a, I guess, more of a pure adventure game. Yes, that is an e-cig, not anything illegal. To me, for the actual investigation missions, you usually don't get markers like that, though, and I'm kind of fine with, you know, I'll play it that way when they come up, but I gotta be on the other side of the alley. But for just normal missions, I'm kind of okay having mission hints. Go in this direction to do things. Yes. We also, little sidetrack, we have King of Books, which is, yeah, I won't even say totally not a Stephen King reference, because they're kind of all over in this first area. Very Lovecraft, very Stephen King. The other areas, you know, they go into kind of different directions with it, but this first area is very much. Ooh. That is Krampus. That is from the holiday event. And I think I can kill him without getting dead. Hello, Krampus! This is part of... There. Okay. So, for this part of that particular holiday event, you have to kill Krampuses, Krampi. You have to kill them in each area. Each Krampus in each area, other than Tokyo, it's only through Transylvania. So each of those will randomly drop a different item. This isn't what this one dropped. This is from a different one, but he dropped a dead yew branch, right? So you collect all these different pieces. There's like a dead yew branch, and there's like maggots, and there's wolf claws, and all this different stuff. When you go through this portal, it's a little mini dungeon. And you go through, and first you kill a bunch of mini Krampuses, and then I want to say you have to defeat a full-grown Krampus, right? Then, if you have all of these different pieces together, and one of them only drops from that Krampus in the instance, right? The Krampus in the instance drops a knife, and you need that for this ritual I'm talking about. Okay, so you collect the pieces, you kill the big Krampus. If you're lucky, you get a knife. You use all these different pieces and the knife to summon Hell, H-E-L. You kill the Hell in that instance. You kill the Hell in that instance, and then you can summon a Super Hell World Boss. And each one has different particular things that they drop. It's actually really awesome. You can't. I've got my chat blocked. But this is one of the reasons that one of the reasons that the event channel gets so popular during events like these is because you kind of need to coordinate and, you know, get a group and who's got this piece and who's got that piece and who can run the dungeon, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. But I don't need to watch event chat right now. Oh, and this drop in the Krampus gifts. You can't see my chat, but it says you received poorly wrapped present, because you can also sometimes get poorly wrapped presents from Krampus. And this particular lovely little Krampus gift is these secondhand bloomers in pink. You can also get a secondhand undershirt. and some old nasty ragged socks. Because, you know, Mini Krampus gives such awesome gifts. He also gives he also gives freaking Krampus rockets, right? Okay, so one of the running things with events in the secret world is the quote-unquote trash that they'll give you tend to be flares and rockets. And you know, they're kind of cool, but people who grind the events always bitch because, oh my god, I grinded this so many times and I got all these useless flares, blah blah blah. They also only stack to 20, right? Except for Krampus rockets, because Krampus rockets stack to 5. Krampus rockets stack to 5, and when you use one, it does that. Which, funny enough, actually makes it the most useful of the rockets, because if you manage to get caught on I can't think of the word I want. If you manage to get stuck in game, sometimes you can blast off one of the Krampus rockets and get yourself unstuck, which is kind of amusing. But yeah, it's Merry Christmas from Krampus. Where was I going? I was finding people from the Lady Margaret. Yeah, this is the way I want to go. There are other Christmas missions you can do that are slightly less involved, but I really kind of like having one that is so involved. I said you get the farming groups together, and it's just kind of a neat way for everyone to work together, I guess is what I'm saying. Lore. Lore is more important than the body I'm searching for. Shiny. See, I have like no shinies in my world when I run around on my main, because I've picked them all up already. Oh, hi, Derek. I don't think you're doing so well, are ya? And Derek was chewing on Lawrence. Yeah. I don't think either one of them are doing so well. And now we gotta find Joe. Oh, hey, Arlie. Christmas runs till the 4th. You got a couple more days, and then it's done. Oh, I got a little helper text. I think there might be lore up here. I don't actually have to go this way, but I'm thinking there's lore. Those pants, these pants I probably just bought in Pangea in-game in London. These are not event pants. These are just probably jeans that I just bought at the clothing store in London. I don't think they're even item store. Yes! Lore! Lovely, lovely, delicious lore. Beautiful lore. And this is the lore talking about, and just to give you a taste of the direction the lore goes. So this is lore on the Lady Margaret, on that ship that we're investigating right now. It started with stomach spasms that felt like writhing lamprey nests hatching in his belly. Then Joe could hear the hagfish singing in the crushing depths, even when he pretended he could not, even when the Q-tip snapped in half in his bloody ears. Madness bubbled in his brain like the bends, then pale flesh, then barnacle sores and wriggling growths and sea cucumber discharges. Now Joe feels the itch and burn as different species of coral battle for primacy of his chest, spitting up their digestive enzymes in time-lapse warfare. Something scuttles out of one body cavity to be eaten by something hiding in another. And though the seagulls scream 100,000 stories, all Joe can hear is drog, 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 drog. Oh, yes, good bell bottoms are hard to find. They were really popular for a little bit when I was maybe... This makes me sound older than I really am, but they were really popular for a while when I was in high school. They had come back as something popular, and real normal jeans too, before they had all the stretch stuff. And not so much anymore. Oh, hello, friend. Hello, little crow friend. Or raven friend. Yeah, the sad thing is I can get distracted like this even when I'm not streaming. Are you in the backyard, buddy? You might be in the backyard. Where am I going? Oh, you're on the other side. I believe there's a dead body out here that I need. Only in this game. Where's the corpse I need? Oh, hello. Yeah, he confused me for a minute, Arlie, because he had just said that you gave him the audio surf, and I'm like, oh, I gave him audio surf. Like the second one. You know, I probably just get distracted differently. When I'm playing on my own, I get distracted in general. When I'm playing in stream, I get distracted and feel the need to explain my distraction. No, you're Francis. You are not Joe. Why don't I remember where Joe is? I should really remember where Joe is. Kindergarten. Yes, yes. We both gave him ways to rock to the music. Why am I not remembering where Joe is? Files. 4 Belmont Avenue. Of course it's Belmont. Oh. I just didn't run by it quite the right way. Yes, check under the stairs. Oh, this opens up to one of my favorite missions, actually. Yes, I want to enter the sewer. Because of course we want to enter the sewer. The sewer is a fabulous place to investigate. Gaming taught us that. And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles. I start slurring when I get tired. It's fabulous. There's a side mission in here somewhere. Yes, this looks like a lovely, healthy place to hang out. There are many vastly more entertaining ways to battle, but once again, I'm kind of tired. I'm streaming. So I am just doing a very basic rotation with my assault rifle. or on my main sometime, and you can watch more interesting fighting. My baby alt is still learning. Oh, how cute. She's killed 10 of them. Right now I'm trying to remember, because I thought there was a side mission down here. You can't type, I can't speak. It evens out, right? Oh, hello, friend. Hi, friend. Friend that's made me stuck.
Look on your face says even my good side is worse for wear. I've been trying not to think about changing. Like it could all be a bad dream I ain't woken up from. Nightmares. All nightmares. Since that storm blew us off course. Off the compass. Off the map. We didn't tell anyone about the shit we saw. About dead ships all caught up in red weed as far as you could see. About the things moving in the fog. In the water. About what we saw beneath it all. Deep into the abyss. Or what I found there. In that dungeon darkness, it shone like a signal flare. Like something fallen down from heaven above, you understand? A blade made of pure light. A thing of terrible beauty. I could hear its siren song, just calling me. Last I remember was the Creed boys hollering as I took a hold of it. Or it took a hold of me. I wasn't strong enough, I know that now. They told me it pushed back the fog and the waves while I was out cold. Told me it saved us. It didn't save us. That thing brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. I brought the fog back to Kingsmouth. And I still hear that silent song. I know you hear it too. You could find it. You could stop that awful noise. Put that burning brightness back where it belongs. In the deep, in the dark. I wonder what would have happened if I never left that Red Sea. Maybe Joe Slater never did. And all this is just some pitch dark dreaming.
It's really bugging me, and I don't remember how to turn off. I don't remember how to turn off the light around my legs. So that's all the actual HUD. And I want the cast bar. The funny thing is they redid the UI a little while ago, and they actually made it make a lot more sense. I mean, they did a really, really good job redoing it. But I'm used to having to find things the old way. Means I totally don't even remember how to turn it off. Well, I can deselect myself. But I swear there's a way to turn it off during combat, too. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this siren song thing, this is one of my favorite missions in the game, and one of my favorite mechanics. Partially, I love that mission because that is one of the only... Oh, yeah, there's one particular spot it bugs out around one particular piece of terrain that messes me up sometimes. But I love it because, A, this is one of the only times that a game, or anything else, has done a quote-unquote siren song that to me sounds like a siren song. Like, if I heard that, I would want to follow it. And that's, obviously what a siren song is supposed to be. But I also love that they made it into an actual mechanic where you're following the song. And it's definitely not the only time they do neat mechanics, but it's one of the first ones that I was really, really impressed with. Did I just lose it? Huh? The game does have a catchy theme, yeah. Lore. The one thing that will distract me from the pretty music and the mission I love. Lore! Oh, are you not dead yet? Although I love areas like this where, okay, I suppose you can get a drink, Tiger. Areas like this where, yeah, I mean, you walk into a pile of enemies, but it looks like they were doing something. Yes, lore bubbles cure all. But I mean, it looks like they were doing something. They were digging up something over here. So yes, you're wandering into a random pile of monsters, but it looks like, it looks like they belong there. Like they weren't just there to jump on you. Way back on the jeans she's wearing though, Arlie, I think that's one of the reasons that I actually am kind of a clothes collector in this game when I'm usually not so much in other games. I mean, you saw in DCUO, like, I pick a look that I like. I pick a look that I like, and I usually kind of leave it at that. But the clothes in this game are things I would actually wear? I actually kind of want them all. And yeah, that right where I just ran, the first time I ran through this, I tried going up the mountain, I tried going around the mountain. This time through I know where I'm going, but yeah, that one piece right there, the way it gets hung up on it, it doesn't really help. That helps if I unmute myself, too. Oh, yeah. A very first tiny little baby sabotage mission, which I will probably fail. I like this. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like the sabotage missions in this game. I like, whoa, crap, crap, crap. No, no, no. See, watch me die, 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 watch me die. It's gonna explode. I like that they have these stealth missions in-game. I like that there's a variety. But I'm not particularly good at them. I'm better now than when I started playing. Get behind there. That might not help. I might still die. Yup. Otters as a rule, it's not just me. Otters as a rule do not do exploding things well. And when you get up to up to around where I actually am in game, up to around Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, otter down! The sad thing is, this is like the easiest one in the whole game. Like, all you have to do is not step... not step in the green light. And if I'm not paying enough attention... Is this even where I wanted to go? I thought there was... Yeah, and these ones especially. Like, I love this game, and the sabotage missions are the one thing in the game that will make me have to, like, set it down for a while. MMOs are not really suited for, like, stealth and platforming. But it also really helps when I remember which way I'm even supposed to go. Which I am currently failing at. Oh! You know why I didn't know? Because I forgot to turn the song back on. That's right, because this one fades in and out. It's funny how much easier missions are when you use the guiding system that they give you in the mission. Yay! I made the jump and I didn't explode.
Finally silenced the incessant noise and moved it to a safer place.
So where did...
Away from here. I'm not in a sharing mood, Cassandra, and the moaning isn't helping.
That's not what you said last night. Oh, baby, I thought we had something. Something magic. Black as space and red as blood.
This is so very far beyond you, little girl.
Fuck off. I've seen the beyond, and I'm a fast learner. I'm ready for more than this. Give me something. Let me in. Let me do what I'm good at.
What? Getting the boys to sign over their lives for a snog? I'll tell you what you can do. We're spreading an idea, but that idea won't take hold without carriers. You keep spreading those long legs of yours to recruit more foot soldiers.
Be still, my beating heart.
Here's what I don't get, Beaumont. You have what you've been looking for. Your precious magic sword. You control the armies of the living dead. You pretty much own this island. So the question is, why the sour face? I mean, what is it that you're missing something, right? And this is interesting. Your treasure, your precious. You can't use it, can you? I mean, the spirit is willing, but the flesh... Oh my, the flesh is limp.
Watch it, little girl. You have no idea what...
What? What?
You want to know what this is really about, Cassie, dear, when it all comes down to it? Change. Evolution. A new dawn. The world tree will shake. The sun will turn black, and the gods themselves will fall. We are rebooting the world.
That's the thing, isn't it? What everyone talks about. It's the big headline. The dawning of a new age, right? Tokyo. The endless night. I like it. There's poetry to it. And oh, does it suit you. The evil sorcerer thing. It's sexy.
The answer is in the archives somewhere. It has to be. They knew about it. The gateway to the black heart of the island. I have the key, but... That lock. That lock is the fucking thing.
Wait, didn't you say that the lock...
I've been around long enough to recognize the flavor of the day, Cassie. You're it.
Oh, really? So that's it. That's how you repay me, you piece of shit. No more. Take one last good look at what you're missing. Lover boy.
Useless bitch. The Illuminati. And their bloody labyrinths.
So 3 things. Yes, Arlie, I totally just missed exploding myself on that door. That was pretty slick. Second thing, Cassandra there. Cassandra. There is more to her. It is hinted at later in the game, and the devs have confirmed that she will be playing quite a role in the future. So, more of the island to explore. But she... And I kind of love the way... Especially knowing that there's more to her than that, I love the way that they play her character. That she is a little sex toy, but she knows it, and she's doing it on purpose. And, you know, she's got the snark in there. This is not breaking her heart. And she's got something else she's doing. I also squee every time early game they say something about Tokyo. And I guess... For most games, it really shouldn't surprise somebody that, oh yeah, you know, they mentioned something in Endgame at the beginning. But this story is so ginormous. The story is so broad. And they've got so much of the little tiny lore snippets, you know, laying around that, yeah. Fangirl moment. I love the mention in early game that... I can't think of the word I want. Yeah. We got an upside-down Lumie sign, boy. I do not approve. I do not approve. Yes. All of the fangirling. Oh, I love the game, man. It's a story. It's the story, man. It's the story. Okay. Aerial view scenic tour. in most games, this is right about when I would have to break and get some more skills and get a little bit less squishy. But, and I don't have the song anymore. Cry. But because I'm a little over-leveled already and I know exactly where to go, we are going to detour to the airport. I suppose I could animal leap there. I still can't get used to being able to animal leap. I'll, when I get out of here and I can show you the map, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, that second part of the island. And again, it's one of the things that's a little bit better now that they nerfed it for the new player experience, but right around here. Oh, yeah, I could hear that as Nightwish Nemo. I need to go listen to Nightwish Nemo when we're done here now that you mention it. Thank you. Yes, I do want to travel to Kingsmouth Town. It's almost a shame that I'm kind of going through story point A to point B, because a lot of the side stuff's really interesting too. I'll get to it eventually. I'm also a completionist with missions, so even with the alt. Okay, so right up until, oof, quite a ways into Tokyo. Let me bring up my map here. These little orange shinies, these little animal leaps, you couldn't actually leap to them. You could resurrect there if you died. Like, if you die, you could pick any of the animal wells you'd already discovered and teleport right to them. I know, all of the pig gimp. You should... I have some of the most ridiculous outfits for my main right now. It's... yeah. Ridiculous is the word. But anyway, they changed it, though. So now you can actually leap right there. And it looks like this one I've actually got unlocked on this character. Again, world bosses and stuff. I have some random animal wells unlocked that I normally wouldn't at this point in the game. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna... First, we're gonna show Tiger the really ridiculous outfit I have on all of my characters. Where's Chad? I forget if that's head or face. This was one of the prizes you got for picking up the park. And having played the park, it's a little bit more disturbing. But I could, in fact, run around as Chad the Chipmunk if I wanted. Oh, this I picked up for, this is one of the holiday things that you could buy in the item shop. You can get a nice little pajama onesie if you want. I can run around in my morph suit. That was a Halloween one. I did get a pic of everyone in them. Okay, I should stop playing around and actually do something. Oh, no, I need my hat back. I still like Scriv's hat better, though. Arlie, you've seen Scriv's hat in game, right? So if she'd stand up. So this hat, this top hat with the eye, this is the lead writer's hat. He has it in real life, and we've been testing him for forever to get it in game because it's an awesome hat and it so suits. And yeah, we've got Scriv's hat in game. Yeah, that IMTSW shirt, I got that on all of my characters when I participated in the IMTSW event. They've also all got the Extra Life participation shirt. Oh, I didn't know there was a Krampus in here. And, since Tiger and Arlie are in the room, I know you've probably seen the picture already, but... Top donor shirt, baby! Top fundraiser. Excuse me while I'm boring and I mark the Krampus on my map. When you're actually hunting these guys, it's very nice when you've actually got... Oh, Tiger just did a thing that came up as nothing. Oh, nice. Now I see it. Thank you, Tiger. It's gonna make me fangirl again, but once again, they did some really awesome stuff for the players for Extra Life this year. Oh, I got a right sock. I have all right socks. You have to put a right sock together in the crafting window with the left sock to get the beat-up cruddy pair of socks. I might already have them on her, though. I might have transferred them from one of my other characters. Yes. Worn plain socks, ugly. I guess you can't really see them with the jeans on. Do I have anything short? Yes. That's the pair of socks that you get from Krampus when you put the left and right sock together. Only in this game. Only in this game will I randomly be like, oh my god, and then these socks I have? I am totally going the long way around, aren't I? Okay. We're just gonna anima jump. Yes, because of course I have an auto pet summoner add-on, which again is much more fun with my main when I cycle it through all my random pets. Because I have, on my main, 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages, I'm missing maybe like 5 or 6 on the end. I'm missing a few that you can't get anymore because they were sub and Grandmaster items from before I was actively playing, so I never picked them up. There's actually quite a few sets of socks you can get in this game. My main's got some of the one. The only annoying thing is that since it's just a feet item, if you wear socks, you can't wear shoes too. So like my main, I've got some really cute striped knee-high socks, but then you're running around without shoes, which isn't really right. Oh, did I find another Krampus? Found another Krampus. Oh, hi. You're gonna say hi before I mark my map. Where am I? When one is actually hunting Krampuses, it is very useful to know when where they sometimes appear. And I mean, obviously you can find maps online, but... which fursuit? The Chad the Chipmunk suit you can get just if you have the park. If you buy the park, you get a code. Or actually, it's not even a code. You link it to your Secret World account, and it automatically gives you the thing. The Veteran Awards, the monthly ones, I support those being one chance only, even though that means I've missed out on some of the pets. I think it's fair. I think it is fair that people who have subbed to the game back when it was a sub game and who continued to sub after it no longer had to be a sub game, that they have some items that the rest of us can't get. I think that's fair. I've got some Whispering Tide items on my main that my alts are never going to get, because they've released recolors of some of them, but the actual, you know, Whispering Tide one-time only event, it's done. That's just a personal thing. Like, I understand the people who say that everything should be achievable in game. I just me myself, I don't have a problem with it if I missed out on something because I wasn't actively playing. But yeah, Chad the Chipmunk you can get. I thought that the meat one you could still get. I thought that the only cash shop ones that they've taken out of the cash shop, other obviously than the Mankini, is they took out. I want to say they took out the one that was the really, really, really ridiculously skimpy one, the Egyptian one, and then the one with the eyeballs over the boobs. Yeah. Well, yeah, in cash shop, then you can get it. Okay, so it is still in the shop. Yeah, there were 2 cash shop items that they took out. Which was actually fair, because it was right around the time that they took them. It's kind of funny, too, because, you know, they did the whole Mankini thing, you know, that which we do not speak of anymore, and then they took the Mankini out, and it was actually kind of funny, because there were some people in the forum that had to complain, you know, not only were they complaining about it, but they had to complain in that way people do, where they say, well, what about this other thing? Isn't this also, like, not IP worthy? Shouldn't this also be taken out? And funny enough, they actually took 2 of those out. So I don't know if they were planning on it anyway. But this is why when I complain about stuff in game, I try very, very hard not to play that comparison game. Because, yeah, I mean, if you really want them to take everything out too, just because you don't have yours. Yeah. These zombies on the other side. Are you even gonna let me target it? No. There's a nightmare area right here. Like, right smack dab up against the, yeah, Mankini equals Voldemort, yes. There's a nightmare area pushed right up against the airport. And I am one of many, many people on my first toon who just blithely ran right into it when I was at this point in the mission, and then went, oh, that was a bad plan. Let's not jump in the bear traps. There's a reason for these traps. There's a side mission that involves these traps. But yeah, let's see if I can run over here without getting myself dead. So normally when you're running this mission, you'd run right up the main road to get to the airport. And these guys over here, the weekend warriors in that whole section, is a nightmare area. And I'm really glad they didn't change that when they did the new player experience. I think it's fair. I think it's it is acceptable as a newbie player to suddenly run to an area and go, oh crap. We are at the airport. I gotta find the right one. It's not this building. Scenic flights. There we go. Mr. Beaumont, unusually rude client, had us circling the Savage Coast for ages, back and forth like he was looking for something specific. Refused to pay extra fee. Kirsten. Beaumont, that name is triggering enough alarms to give Cassini an aneurysm. We have him pegged in Kingsmouth on several occasions. First, oh this is interesting, in the 1600s. The dawn of the Silver Age of the Illuminati, the heart of our North American debut. Color me intrigued. Our target appears to have access to some pretty potent magic, including the magical sword. Quite possibly immortal, possibly in charge of an undead army, maybe in control of the deadly fog. You'll want to get more comfortable with your own powers before you chase this one down. There's your hint to level if you need to. Don't get me wrong, we're very interested. Keep up the good work, sport, etc. But we don't want to see you dead for reals. You're not actually immortal, just hard-headed and thick-skinned, blessed by fucking honeybees. You're not a god, not even a second-string deity, so pace yourself. You'll know when you're ready for the next step. Fuck it, I'll just tell you when you're ready for the next step, okay? Ciao, ciao! And that is something that some of the players and the devs go back and forth on a lot, because some of the players are convinced because they think their character is immortal, it must be. Contrary to what the devs and the writers and the NPCs in game tell us. Ah, Savage Coast. And there's Atlantic Island Park. Can I jump there? I don't have an animal well unlocked close enough. This time we actually do need to take the scenic route. Oh, do I have my bike on this one? I might have my bike. There we go. Oh, Krampus. Hijack a plane. Yeah, you know, there's that too. I've got one of the hoverboards on this one. I can pull out my hoverboard. Yeah, that helps when I can spell. Yes, yes, I hear you, buddy. I don't have any ox weapons on this one yet. I can't, like, flamethrow him or use a rocket launcher. Okay, we're gonna go in here. I'm not gonna attempt to fight anything, but we can at least go in here. So yes, many, many little Krampuses. Big bads way down on the end. But something neat I find over here is you've got little postcards. The Vampire's Larder. They're all Town of the Hungry Sun. These aren't the names of the actual places. Like Kingsmouth is Town of the Kingsmouth Mouth. Savage Coast that's probably Land of the Little Slayers. Burning Sand Badland. Enter! I cannot pronounce that. So you got little postcards here that you can actually teleport to anywhere. You got the Krampus taxi service running this time of year. And we're just gonna go back to... Oh, that's right! So you choose it, and then it actually also shows you an image here, and this isn't the image where you normally... in like an anima well. The funny thing on her, I've actually got everything unlocked. You don't want me to go there, but I've got all the places unlocked for chasing down world bosses. I totally should have cheated and just warped right to Savage Coast. And this brings you right in front of the church, which normally, again, is not where you end up if you anima leap. Oh yeah, I've got the bike out. The one problem with the bike is it doesn't maneuver that well, which, you know, makes sense. You should be able to take a hard turn better if you're running than if you're on a motorcycle. The hoverboard isn't that bad, though. And I should note, with the technology that we see the Orochi use in this game, a hoverboard is perfectly in keeping with it. I would be very, very, very surprised if the Orochi did not have hoverboards. Am I going the long way again? I just about am. And this hoverboard is from one of the collector's editions of one of the issues, which means I can do I can do a thing that I'm going to show you in a minute. It's much more impressive. There's enemies in the area. Give me zombies! Here we go. No. I can temporarily go invisible. Which, again, I totally buy that the Orochi have this technology. In this game, in this universe. I almost missed my turn. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. One of the holiday items that I have not managed to get yet is, yes, Trot Invisible. One of the items is an actual snowboard. I have not gotten the snowboard yet, even on my main. My RNG luck has not been that good this year. Yeah, I do too. I've also got a rainbow one. This is a new one they added. This comes from giving at least, I want to say 5 gifts to friends in the item store. Because they just set up the item store so you can gift things to other players. And as a neat little thing, they gave you a little rainbow dash. Oh my god, rainbow dash. I never said it that way. Oh no. Yes, we have a little rainbow dash. My main, I've got most of the other motorcycles, and there's a HoverTech Classic. That is the Back to the Future hoverboard. One of the items of the month... Oh my god, Criv has to show off clothes again because she just remembered another thing. One of the items of the month was the Back in Time vest. So you can get the Back in Time vest. Yeah, great, comes with a cutie mark. You can get the Back in Time vest, you can get the classic hoverboard, and you can have a nice little Back to the Future thing going on. Why do I have a backpack on her? Oh, because that was one of the free items where you got either a normal backpack or a quote-unquote cute backpack. Okay, Savage oh, I don't want to leave that on. I like the sprints. The collector in me especially likes the sprints. Where am I going? Oh, that's the tunnel I want. Oh, because it goes to Blue Mountain. I want the one down there. Herpaderp. Well, yes, I totally have an endgame character and know every inch of this island and totally know what I'm doing at all times. Come on. Yes. Yes, I want to Animal Leap. I love the zombies right in this area, too. Because you'll notice, this is the starting area, and unless you're an idiot like me and set off a car alarm, they don't do anything. They don't aggro. I know, I set off the car alarm. I pissed you all off. Which, incidentally, is the really weird thing, Tiger, when you were running through. Because these guys here, unless you attack them, they shouldn't do anything. They don't aggro on you. Okay. I'll probably be streaming for a while yet. I don't work until 10 tomorrow. I thought I worked at 2 tomorrow, but I am mistaken. It is 10. Yes, I want to travel to the Savage Coast. I almost want to start alts, even newer alts, just so I can run through some of the very, very starting stuff and actually, you know, like have it on stream and have it on YouTube. But we'll maybe play through the ones I have first. Some of them have items I have passed to them that make me not want to start them over. And we're gonna run right past the Overlook Motel there. Oh, this is the house I want. Oh, we have a basement thing that I totally don't remember doing. Oh, come to think of it, I'm actually wearing my Orochi dog tag today. See, Illuminati's where it's at. We have such pretty basements. We have all of the prettiest basements. And unlock the tunnels. Unsurprisingly, we need pieces of things. Oh, that's right, they actually let you collect them. What do I need? What do I need? I need a skull. I'm pretty sure I need that one. I forget if I need the Star of David. Nope. I'm probably completely misremembering this and not doing what I'm supposed to. Because it just occurs to me that I don't remember if you actually have to slam everything in place or if it's supposed to be only particular ones. I bet you that little thudding noise is telling me that I am not doing this right. Mm-hmm. Because I forgot to look at... No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, hey, Auroras. You're watching me completely forget what I'm doing in a very, very basic early puzzle. Because it's a story mission, which means I haven't played it in... I'm not entirely sure how long. Yeah, I was supposed to do those in a particular order. Yeah, I think it is one of the books. I mean, let me take everything out. It's okay, I like this. I like knowing that I can... It is hard to remember things like that. I really like that I can go back to early puzzles like this and be like, wait, I totally am not doing that right. I probably have notes on it somewhere. Yeah, I thought there was a book in here that told you what you're doing. I've taken my other three alts, or my other two alts, slightly beyond their opening city. This one clearly has never been through Kingsmouth. I mean, she's been to other places because she fights world bosses sometimes, but she hasn't actually been through the story. When in doubt. I'm doing something dumb. Oh, did I pick up paper? Thank you, Arlie. I totally failed to notice that that was a piece of paper I picked up. Yes! See, this I remember now. Find balance, face death, burn the past, and climb the period. The pyramid. So balance, death, past, pyramid. Thank you, Harley. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. I've got to remember which one's the past. Is it the Templars? Doesn't make much sense to me. Backstory makes it harder. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with alts if they all have individual personalities, which I have managed. OtterGryph is very much me in like my late teens and early 20s. The red hair, the very always wearing black. OtterGryph here is slightly more me now. She's still gonna wear a lot of black. Lidus is my Templar. It's funny because she started out as I was gonna have her be very, very like straight lengths. I can't speak. Straight, yeah. I keep trying to say straight lengths, and that's not what I want. Straight laced. But I threw some stuff on her during one of the events. Oh, thank you, Oros. I threw some stuff on her, and she is much more fun to play as kind of a stoner character. And then my dragon kind of has her own thing going. She's always wearing the blindfold, which is funny because I was not super impressed with the blindfold as an item. Nope. But it fits what I have going on with her. Nope. Well, I know the pyramid is one of the ones I need. It's okay, Tiger. You're just watching me completely fail to remember which order I have to do this in. See, I thought it was that one. Yeah, burn the past. That should be the Phoenix. Let's pull them all out again and try doing them correctly and in order. Get the misnotes out. I have my misnotes. Let me check. Yep, I have my misnotes within reach even. I also have my notes for this within reach, but we're trying not to do that. I should be able to accomplish this. Balance death. Yep, I just had to do it in the actual correct order. I keep forgetting this game, it makes you actually do things the right way instead of just shoving things in by trial and error. Oh yeah, this tiger was the piece of paper that I picked up off the floor and didn't realize I'd actually picked it up and should read it until Arlie mentioned it. And this is coming from somebody who, once again, I totally do have a character at Endgame. I just don't remember the story quests anymore. I know! It's making us think. And then his eyes will be opened. There we go. Hi, friend. I was trying to go too fast, Arlie. I should know better than to try to go too fast. Yes, a big hug! You know us otters, we like giving our friends big hugs. You're not a nice puppy. There's my real friend.
God damn. Oh, you're lucky Boone's been keeping tabs on you, and that I got here when I did. Don't go hunting lions with pea shooters. Know your prey. I've been waiting for something to happen out here. It's been in the earth, in the air. It's why Boone and... There's power on Solomon Island, the kind that spreads. Filth. And it's waking up. My friend Jack is fond of saying he's seen the worst of what this world has to offer. But he's dead wrong. That was just the beginning. I always knew worse things were headed our way. And now they've arrived. The man you're chasing carries something powerful. And potentially dangerous. I'll do what I can to help. Though I lack your particular talents. Hell, it took me 30 years of looking to learn how to cast a simple spell. Nope. I get too close to that artifact, it's a bad deal all around. I hear the whispers even now. And I don't have your natural defenses. I'm afraid of what it might do to me. Of what it might make me do to all of you. I've been doing some digging. As far as I can tell, this relic is what brought the fog here. Or at least what controls it. Whoever wields it holds the fate of Solomon Island in their hands. I can't tell you where that tunnel leads, but the Illuminati dug and dug deep when they ruled this island. It's a network that stretches from Kingsmouth in the east to the Academy in the west. I don't know where this tunnel leads, but it's somewhere west of here.
Okay, Arlie, part one is, well, yes, of course, everybody does. Everybody who leans that way. But no, the obsessive screenshots, I like to use screenshots from this game on my blog. I kind of have this running thing that anytime I need a screenshot to represent an idea, well, everyone does Auroras. He's awesome. But, and I just realized about partway through that cinematic that if I'm going to run the story mission, I might as well grab screenshots while I can. The shadows, I have no idea. I have no idea what that was. Every once in a while, now that I'm running it on higher graphics, I actually run into that sometimes, and I'm not sure. It might be my my graphics card. Because I'm on an AMD card now, and I know that's not ideal. Like my laptop was NVIDIA, and that does awesome for TSW. AMD usually does alright, but that's what I blame it on anyway. Oh, my driver should be up to date. I don't know, I'll have to check. Like I said, it's not an issue I ever had with my laptop, but those were... Yeah, exactly, AMD. It's a better computer, but it's got the AMD. Yeah. Well, and for a while it was affecting mine. It doesn't seem to affect mine so much anymore. Oh, and Aurors, I actually haven't done Young's new mission yet. I got halfway through that mission chain, and then I got distracted by Christmas stuff, by the TSW holiday events, and I still have to go back and finish issue 13. I felt like running old story content today, though. I know. No, I got totally and completely distracted by the holiday stuff. If it makes you feel better, I also have not stepped foot in Final Fantasy XIV since the holiday stuff came up. Since, well, issue 13 and the holiday stuff. Oh, yeah. Yep, streaming that long would do it. I had a massive migraine on New Year's Eve. I was actually planning on streaming something or another that night, but I woke up with my sinuses and my eyeballs trying to kill me, and I didn't feel like a normal human being till maybe 10 o'clock at night. I probably have Innsmouth unlocked already on her. Thank you. Migraines do suck. I was doing really well, and I hadn't had any really bad ones in the last couple years, but hopefully they're not actually coming back. If they do, I might have to give up and actually talk to a doctor about getting something for them. And it's the park! It's the park, it's the park, it's the park. Totally just ran this last night. Oh no! I have yet to actually fall asleep on a stream, but I would be surprised if you were the only one in the room who has. Delicious lore. I ran the Savage Coast missions before I played the park. I played the Halloween mission that connected to the park right after I played the park. I know it's so weird seeing lore in my alts, because I've sucked up all the easy to get lore in my main. Om nom nom. But yeah, I did the Halloween mission right afterwards. And as I said last night, I don't like using the expression all the feels, but oh my god, all the feels. Every single one of the feels running the Halloween mission right after the park like that. Ah, the lures. We should side mission with my new friend.
When I was a kid, we built a treehouse out of scavenged wood. Lasted one long summer before the autumn winds blew it apart. Had time for my first kiss up there. Sweet as August apples. The fallen blossom never returns to the branch. But you only lose what you cling to. There's a treehouse north of here. Built to last decades, solid as the oak it's in. Kids who built it were part of a club. Called themselves the League of Monster Slayers, without a hint of irony. Because that's exactly what they were. See, the window between worlds has always been open a crack on this island. Things would sometimes slip through. Kids knew that. They feared it. But they still wanted to fight it. So they built the clubhouse as a lookout, a library, a base of operations. Been there for decades, Red tells me. Kids would grow into adults, pass the torch and the key to younger generations, so it went. The League abided, as did the treehouse, until now. Forest around the treehouse is alive and deadly. I found out the hard way. Almost got myself killed. Seems the Akab are particularly fond of that spot. Or they want to keep us out. Perhaps the kids kept something in the treehouse. Something the moths are afraid of. I wouldn't underestimate the League. Before the mountain, and by the grace of nature, I was allowed to realize I am only a child. Club I was part of didn't fight monsters or practice magic. But we did practice other things that long, hot summer. All right. So mostly we just talked about it into the warm nights. But that was almost as sweet.
See, the secret world, it's very equal opportunity. There are some super, super cute women, and there are some super, super cute men. I still say Saeed is the most charming in, like, the entire game. This is the only game in the world that could make me be like, oh my god, yeah, that mummy out in the desert, he is so fucking charming. But he's fabulous. I like Saeed. I love the little puppy dog here, too. So anyway, I went on and ran out into Savage Coast and totally forgot that the theme of the stream tonight was supposed to be Kingsmouth. So I will... Yes, Saeed is dead cool. I like Saeed better than I like Nasir. Oh, Black House! You're right, if I'm gonna run something in here, it should be Black House. Nope, Aurora's is right. We're not gonna run League tonight, but I am gonna run Black House, and then maybe I'll go back to Kingsmouth and poke around some of those missions. You might get to watch me completely fail at the Black House, too.
I don't spook easy. I've spent nights in houses so filled with spirits I had to perform exorcisms to take a dump. But that burned house up there, the Black House, that place got me breaking out in goosebumps. Not spooked, not that, but affected. In a bad way. It's a cold place. Funny thing with that house, it wasn't haunted before the locals made it so. They were so afraid of witchcraft. They never gave a single thought to what witchcraft does and doesn't do. After the house burned down, they got far worse than magic to contend with. Anyone walked within 100 yards could feel it, like nails on a blackboard. You look for evil in people. Sooner or later, you'll find it. Even when it wasn't there in the first place.
Last time I ran the Black House, it was on stream, but it was during the Halloween event. So we still had the radio going in there, which is cool. The radio show is awesome, but it doesn't give quite the same flavor. Yeah, I still need the unseen on a lot of things. As we discussed earlier, yeah, sabotage missions and me don't really get along. I forget if this is one of the ones that I can just sneak up on. Nope. Yeah, exactly. It's... Love the sounds this house makes. You can't hear the house sounds when the radio show is going. wanted to go. I don't remember how to get the lore out there anymore. Hey, Red. Come with us. I'm just trying to be slightly quiet because I love the sound in the Black House. Lovely, setting houses on fire. I'm sure the achievement did fail. Watch me die because I'm just screwing around, and once again, I forgot I'm not on my main. Who can take it? See, and this is one of the ones that I think is almost better if you do read along with the lore. Which I probably shouldn't just read out loud the whole darn thing when we're in the middle of a mission, but it's dark. Oh yeah, I gotta find stuff on the ground floor first, don't I? There, we're catching bits and pieces that there was a person living here, there was a woman living here, and there was a fire. You probably picked up as much else as you need from the intro there with our friend. That requires remembering how to get upstairs. There we go. I love houses like this. Not necessarily quote-unquote haunted houses, but houses that are falling apart like this. There's houses in Fallout 2 that I also just... There's something very compelling about them to me. Ever since I was a kid, and I'm not particularly sure why. A short funeral service was held this weekend for Carrie Killian, who in recent tragic circumstances chose to take her own life. The service was unattended, but our pastor has asked that all townies of Kingsmouth take a moment to reflect on the importance of community. The town council generously provided for Miss Killian's cremation and a personal funeral plot near her home. She was laid to rest Sunday. Okay, it's not just me then, Auroras. Yeah, even when I was a kid on road trips, every once in a while you're driving along and there's like an old, an abandoned barn that just, it's starting to fall apart, and I don't know, there's something about it. You can very much die here if you don't kill the door fast enough, like I might not. Or like me my first time through, you don't realize you're supposed to shoot the door. It is a very sad story. This one, the lore. Well, you're watching one of the otters, so I hope you support streamer death. Oh, you missed it! You missed me dying! Oop, I just hit the wrong button. You missed me dying earlier when I was Oh my god, when you follow the siren song, right? And you're supposed to keep following it in the sewers? I forgot to keep following it, so I was trying to run through um, the lasers and the cameras and stuff that you don't actually have to do, which shouldn't be very hard, right? Because they're all just sitting in place and it's nothing like the sabotage, you know, once you get out later in the game. Yeah, I set off one of the cameras. I exploded and died. Yeah. Exploded, died, and then remembered I didn't even have to actually run that part. No, this is a very sad story. The lore for this one is one of the ones, if he... I'm gonna die. If if Tiger doesn't mind me calling him out a little bit, we've kind of got a back and forth here. Because he sees a lot of streamers that have a lot of fun and some of the stuff in the game, and he doesn't quite know whether to take this game seriously. You know, there's a lot of dark humor here, and there's some, you know, there's some interesting community members. The entire lore from this section was one of the things I pointed out to him when I was trying to explain how some of this game is very serious and very dark. I know you still don't. Are you gonna make me read all the lore out loud in stream? So you remember the last thing, where they were all like, oh yes, our marvelous community, we buried her and we gave her money. I, Carrie Killian, a resident of Solomon Island, state of Maine, declare this to be my last will and testament. In the first case, I wish for the proceeds of my estate to be gifted to charity on the condition that such organization is outside this island. I have given these people all the charity I had and been shown precious little in return. I suspect they will be glad to be rid of my memory. In the second case, I wish for my body to be cremated upon death. In the third case, I ask that my ashes are not buried in this bleak and hard soil. Instead, scatter them on the sea, where time and tide might carry me away from the events that have transpired here. This is also one of the things that makes me not much like the community much. Or not the in-game community. I mean the Solomon Island community, or at least the Solomon Community Island of the past. Because you're getting the gist by now that her death was not just, oh, oops, people just die, that there was something else behind it. And they've got this thing being so proud of themselves, oh, we're so kind to bury her, when very clearly, in her last will and testament, one of the only things she asked for was to not be buried on the island. Should I set the whole house on fire? I might die. Oh, never mind. Harley says run! Oh, shiny lore. Distracting lore. Yeah, it must be on a cooldown. I love how easy the lore is to find early in the game. It's like right here. How much of the Black House lore do I have? And the tombstone they give her, a sinner in life, may her spirit find grace in death. Thanks, guys! Oh, do I have to recover the ashes first? no, I have to unlock it first. I did not, in fact, lose my mind. I'd like to announce this is probably the only time I've ever run this that I was standing in the right position to remember where you have to start it from, because normally I spend more time than you'd like to know kind of waffling around trying to remember where I'm supposed to start, because I didn't pay enough attention where it's tracing it out for you. Lumies are blameless in everything! No, you're right. I feel like it's a little easier to oh, I don't know. I wanted to say that I feel like it's a little easier to see the ruthlessness in the Dragon and the Templars, but that's just me. I mean, that's why one of the reasons I initially played Lumie, because the Templars and the Dragon just didn't really gel with me. But they are all ruthless in their own lovely, charming little ways. Oh, fine. Yeah, other than not particularly wanting to zoom through the story too fast, I will have to stop and run more missions soon. OP and Kingsmouth didn't last too long. Yeah, and there is Kirsten, I guess. She had a power we could have used protected. She should have grown up in the 80s in a Manhattan penthouse, but she flew solo and died alone on this rock. QED. I still like Kirsten. Initiate the trauma cadence. A bad thing happened here. Kirsten all of the rocks. And that's not just because she'll kill me if I say otherwise. Okay, so new plan is... I can still go for a little bit. I'm gonna run back... Ooh, Lord! I'm gonna run back to Kingsmouth and run some of those missions. Yes, I want to travel to Agartha. I was talking in, I want to say, event chat maybe the other day. Oh, welcome to Agartha. Welcome to the World Tree. I want to say it was an event chat the other day. On OtterGryph, I have not done Polaris on OtterGryph yet. No. No, I have not. Are you suggesting we should find a group and do Polaris with my little baby Lumie alt? You just like watching streamers die. I would die a lot. I don't often run dungeons even on my main. Some of you probably already know that, but just, you know, to the room at large. Which is, because actually, you know, the dungeons in this game are very good. You get some very cool story. You do like, oh, I knew it. The dungeons are very cool and have some very cool story in them. All of the deaths and dying. Yeah, I was telling the stream earlier, I already ran this, that there are lots of people that even on their mains will still bring poor Andy bullets. Did I just set that off, really? Oh, fine. We should go visit. I know who we should go visit, and I know what we should run. Oh! Hello, Krampus. See, this is why I was convinced that there weren't all that many. You're eating me, aren't you, dude? No, somebody else is eating me. I was convinced that there were not many Krampuses in Kingsmouth. Clearly, I just did not look far enough. Oh, come on. Don't escape before I kill you, please. Thank you. Oh, goody. I got Krampus rockets. Hello, kitties. We're gonna visit the Raven's Knock.
Hi there.
Hello. Oh, I never did the little side mission here yet. I won't do it now. I'll do it eventually. Oh, I have to do that one before I do the one I'm thinking of, huh? Are you gonna make me do this before I do that one? Okay. You can all watch me learn how to craft super quick. Yep. Yes, I'm doing her missions. It doesn't want to let me select them, though, so I'm assuming I have to actually maybe do this one first. With my ultimate crafter. Should I make it make the rune for me? This, to be fair, this is where the game shows you. Oh. I've got ultimate crafter on, so that doesn't help. It does, in theory, show you how to craft glyphs. Glyphs. I can speak. Oh, do I have to put it on a thing too? Oh, I have to put it on the Chaos Focus. Where'd my focus go? Yay, I made a thing! Moose's crafting is more fun, but that's because Moose is awesome. Why are you not letting me? It's actually legitimately not letting me select her missions. For no reason whatsoever. Are you borked, ma'am?
This could be the end of the world. But you don't need to be a fortune teller to see that.
Oh, that would work. And no, Tiger, one of the joys in this game is that you are never too obese. Thank you, Auroras. Reload UI worked, thank you. You can always run things. I could come down and run these on my main if I wanted. It's the Raven.
I sense an alien presence. The fog obscures a terrible truth concealed behind a veil of... Sorry, old habits. Hey, just so you know, I don't do readings anymore. I've been outside. You don't need second sight to foretell our future. We're all doomed. It's not like I'm gonna need the money. It's strange, but it's the dreams that really get to me, not reality. I can handle reality, but those nightmares just... It's like a really annoying song that gets stuck in your head, repeating over and over and over again. The dreams are always about ravens. Thousands of ravens. Flapping wings, black feathers, dead eyes. Beaks and talons tearing and clawing and screeching. Wings of death and pestilence. A black, timeless malice covering Kingsmouth like a funeral shroud. You get the idea. I don't know what any of it means, but it's doing a number on my beauty sleep, I can tell you that.
So this is one of the ones that I totally overthought my first time through. I ran around the entire town looking for stone ravens or pictures of ravens. Yeah. Hello, Raven. And yes, I am following the ravens. Hi, friend. I actually really love these revenants. I love the design. Oh, this will also get me a chance to work on one of the achievements that takes approximately forever. The Raven achievements. Ravens are not normal enemies, just wandering around out in the wild. To chase away the packs of ravens, you have to run one of the missions that requires it. So yeah, I'm still only at... Oh, well, on her I'm only on Sticks and Stones. I think I'm at least on Poe on my main. I should know where the ravens are, and I really don't. There you are. Hello. Oh, there you are. It took me so long to realize that they at least fly in straight lines. I'm so paranoid about losing them. You know, there really should be a title for the ravens, you're right. Actually, since Auroras is here... Auroras, I swear I remember there being a way to turn off That thing there. Yes, bird bother. And I don't remember how to turn that off. Isn't there something in the UI that lets you like turn off those things? Raven browser. Oh, there we go. I'm actually running too fast with the sprint on. Yeah, I thought it used to be. Because I was telling them they rearranged the settings so that they actually make more sense now. But now I can't find where to do anything. It's not going to be in hotbars. And it's not the target info or the cast bar. Because I mean the cast bar, that's fine, I can see. And the target info, that's fine, I can see. No, the interactable items I want outlined, that's fine. Target. Oh, we found it! We found it! Auroras, I'm gonna thank you. I know you didn't directly find it, but it's like 3 different times I tried, and I finally found it. Thank you. And I gotta remember where the ravens are. Aren't they just like chilling in the middle of the street somewhere? There we go. Now, once again, especially on my alts, like on my main sometimes, especially in Tokyo, I want those on just so I know what the hell's around me. But running this right now, yeah, I really don't need it on. Well, this looks like only good things will happen here. Only good things. No, I don't want the phone book. I want to remember where the mysterious note is. I always think this is the one that you have to invert to call them. Well, yes, I did actually pull up my notes on that point. That is west. We're gonna find out if my notes are right, because I didn't even look to see what they say. I mean, I see what they say, but I didn't check them against the thing. Yeah, no, I think I grabbed the wrong notes. Oh, that one's on. They're wrong. So this might be the one that I always try to make it too complicated, and you don't actually have to reverse it. You just have to do it the way they have it. Yep. See, because the note says to bind it, put it there. So I always think you have to do it in reverse to summon him. Revenants are a bad sign, literally. They smell death before it comes. Usually they're hanging out in hospitals or Florida, but if mass tragedy is on the horizon, they're quick to make the pilgrimage. If they're still in Kingsmouth, it means there's more misery left. Hopefully the worst isn't yet to come. Fingers crossed. Now it'll unlock the other one. And the other one I very, very, very much wanted to do. I am totally going back asswards, but that's okay. Oh, hello, friend. Once again, this is what I mean about having the maxed out sprint being kind of OP in the beginning. I should not be able to outrun all of those things trying to eat me. Realistically, running like an idiot the way I just ran through town should get me dead. There we go.
It was always about deception. The crystal ball, the gypsy clothes, the fake accent. Cheap props to make the fortune cookies easier to swallow. My customers, they bought into it because they wanted to. If there's no free will, if it's all about fate, life is a whole lot simpler. We can just say, hey, it was meant to be, and get on with it. That's the key to fortune telling. That's why people fall for it. We're all prisoners of our search for a higher meaning. It's all about mutual deception. I never believed I was telling people anything they didn't already know. Until now. I have waking dreams. Visions. I see auras. Auras! Yours, by the way, is bright enough to blind me. I see through the eyes of others. I can even see into the future, for real. The paths of fate, clear as day. It's almost like I've become who I've pretended to be all these years. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I could be going crazy. I wouldn't blame myself if I was going, oh, great. Here we go again. I'm having another vision. They come and go like headaches. I can't really control them. Quick, before it passes. I see your twin paths. One leads to salvation, the other to defeat. I see black tendrils rising to embrace you. Voices whispering in your ear. Corruption from within and from without. Something rising from the bottomless deep to devour us all. To turn day into night. Sorry. I see something else. Our paths intertwine, converge, and at the end of it, Exodus. Inescapable, permanent, fated. On the tip of the pyramid, your path shall be revealed, That's as good as it's gonna get. Make of it what you will. Sometimes I get more visions, like the aftershocks of an earthquake. If that happens, I'll let you know. You won't even have to pay my usual fee. Let's call it a freebie, sweetie.
Oh, it's a tooltip for investigation missions. Oh wait, and I totally wasn't paying attention to what she was saying either. Let's see if I can remember where to go for the tip of the pyramid. Hey, she is all of the awesome. She does what she does, and she's fine with it. I know I always want to run out to this thing, and I don't think that's right. Oh, yeah, Pyramid Point. There we go. I haven't completely lost my mind. It's actually one of the reasons I like to take long pauses between rerunning investigation missions. Because given enough time, I won't really actually remember what I'm supposed to do. I haven't completely lost my mind in context to what I... Oh, hey, hi everyone. Well, I didn't realize I had all of you after me. Oh, you want to join in too? Yeah, if I was at level, I would be zombie lunch right now. Oh. One of these days while running my alts, I am going to wind up so dead. Because I'll run into something like I'm on my main. Okay, I think it's Pyramid Point we're supposed to go to. There we go.
I had another vision. Shadows. Long shadows. From the old boughs of the fairy forest. The flickering lights of the foolish fire guiding your path. Come, come, they beckon. Does this make any sense to you?
We're not going to get distracted with side missions. I want to say that's probably over by the Wisps I want to go to. I mentioned I love the sound design in this game, because I love the sound design in this game. Oh, that's right, there's a severed hand over there. Hello, Jack Tree. Which one of you is attacking me? I thought I was going to Wispwood. There we go.
Guess what? More visions. This time there's bees. The incessant buzzing of bees. And flowers. Flowers blooming out of season. To mark the path ahead.
That hint, funny enough, is the one that took me... one of the ones that took me an ungodly amount of time my first playthrough. I don't know why I didn't put it together with the Agartha entrance. I guess I was still new to the game, and I wasn't really thinking about my quote-unquote, you know, my warp tunnel as being a place with flowers and bees, but yeah. I was over... Well, I think one of the reasons I was overthinking things so badly is the first investigation mission I played here is the Kingsmouth Code. And I mean, that one is famously, you know, parts of it are super easy, and then parts of it are, why do you even want to do this to somebody when they're just starting out? I'm going the wrong way. So right after that, I started overthinking everything. I did it again with the white ravens. I looked all over town for, like, a picture of a white raven. Plus, I think at that point I didn't realize that investigation missions, especially this early into game, are usually confined to kind of the area you're in. So I think I might have even tried running around Savage Coast looking for ravens. We're just going to close some of this up. Hello. Hello, friend. See, and Tiger, this is what I mean. When you're out running around in world, you don't often actually run into people in gimp outfits and horse heads. Most people out running around in the world are just wearing normal clothes.
They keep coming. The visions, it's exhausting. Now I see an angel, guarding the hallowed ground, sword in hand to ward off evil and to guide the way. They keep coming.
And actually, this particular investigation mission I really kind of like because it's very based on, like, landmarks. It's very based on kind of knowing the world. Because I love exploring in games, this is the kind of thing that would, if I hadn't been trying to make it so hard for myself, it rewards somebody for exploring. Because you hear a clue like that and you go, oh, I think I saw a place in town. I think I know what she's talking about. Oh, somebody's doing a mission. Jury is still out. Every time I run around in world, I only see normal people and the jury is still out. Alright, alright. Okay, I should probably shoot things. Or I'll be so busy trying to fight things I won't be able to get her message. Thank you, Auroras. And to be fair, Auroras, the backstory here, the first time Tiger tried to play the Secret World, he got rushed through it. He was on stream. He was with somebody who knew the game very well, and they were trying to rush him through it. So he kind of lost his chance to really get deeply, into the immersion and all that. Like trying to run him through the Kingsmouth code while he was still trying to figure out how to shoot things. Like, it was not a good situation.
This had better be the last one. It's terrifying. The cold, dead eyes of the innocent stare at you from the gallows. Their blank gaze a mirror to the past. And the future.
And to be fair, that was also because I owned the game earlier, but I never really played until that actually the same night on stream. I came back. The game grabbed me enough to make me want to start over and try to do it again. I also wasn't in the group being rushed though, because he and the group being rushed got started while I was still trying to download the game. But yeah. And I know where I want to go here. Oop. You're gonna try to eat me. Yeah. Zero puzzle solving, zero chance for immersion. Which, honestly, the impatience part I don't get. I'm not even running with anybody right now. Most of chat has played through all of this before. And I'm still taking every 2 seconds to be like, oh my god, and little detail over here, and little thing over here. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of the games that I love being in the world. I love being in the world. I love experiencing it. Oh, hi. And I think one of the saddest things about it, about Tiger's first experience, other than missing out on a chance to really enjoy the game, is the devs in our game, Scriven the Rest. Like, they do the things that I know Tiger wishes more MMOs did. Like, we've got the community. That is the kind of community that, he would actually like, as opposed to some of the other ones. See, and the Secret World is so... Yeah. Yep. And he started Illuminati. And TSW is so not like a hurry up and get to endgame game. I don't get that desire. It's about the experience. It's about going through the story. It's about solving the puzzles. It's about trying to put the pieces together. It's really, really not about trying to hurry up and go to endgame. Like, I would rather come to Kingsmouth with one of my friends and just, dick around in Kingsmouth and visit the old NPCs and try to get them to hurry up and be out to Tokyo where I'm at. And that clue about the hanging and the gallows is something, that one I did know where I was going. Because running through here, I checked out the plaque. Hangman's Span. Oh, hello.
That's all of it. The storm has passed. For now. I don't know what that lies at the end of this road, but it's not good for any of us.
I get nightmare visions too. They involve PowerPoints that lack results. I'm trying very hard to look on the bright side of things. A. Improved sense of local geography. B. Expanded knowledge of local lore. C. Sharpened riddle reading skills. Maybe you'll write a book someday. In the meantime, we'll turn this into a pie chart and bury it into the Exodus pile. It won't be the first. Fun fact, you're now fully qualified to give guided tours of Kingsmouth. Congratulations. I love Kirsten. And while I'm standing out here, I totally don't remember the command to kill myself. I haven't had to kill myself in so long. So I killed myself for a reason. Because one of the side neat things in this game... Oh, it's going to make me run back to my body, too. That's okay. We're going to run back to my body. Because when you die... Sometimes the game gives you some fun little things you can see. And you don't know unless somebody tells you, or unless you're just running around dead. But this is what happens on Hangman's Bridge if you run through it in anima form. Oh yeah, there's an Anima Leap right there. But yeah, once again, little nuggets like that is why you play this game. I'm pretty sure I've been to this Anima well before. But that is why you play this game, for the little nuggets like that you don't necessarily need to know it to beat the game. It doesn't level you up. It's just some cool little stuff. Now, what time is it? 11:16? Okay. I think I'm gonna at least run this one yet. And I suppose at some point I should probably sleep and, like, be coherent for the work thing tomorrow. Why? Auroras, do you remember the mission I'm trying to remember? It's the one with the actual ravens?
I knew you would come.
I don't know why I'm worried about spoiling things. The one with the dead ravens that you have to follow. Why can't I think where I picked that one up? I thought it was one of hers. Oh, it might be Andy. Andy, what does Andy have? Andy has the Drog one. You have to go through and kill all of those guys. Oh, you know what? I bet you're right. I bet you it's Bannerman. Eee.
Well, hey.
Maybe. No, she's got Supply Run and Horror Show.
You spooked the heck out of me, and I figured I was fresh out of scares.
Hi, Andy. You're adorable. You and Moose are adorable. No, he's got Dragnet and Elm Street Blues. I don't think it's Moose. No, Moose has all action missions too.
Until next time.
It almost does. Because the church has the Kingsmouth code. We're looking for the one with the dead ravens. And hello, Fortitude. We're trying to remember who gives the mission with the dead ravens. Spoilers. I don't think it's him. He's got what? He's got Kingsmouth code. And get digging deeper. No, digging deeper is the one that puts you underground. I would just like to take a moment to note my fabulous map marking capabilities. I have a spot marked thing. Obviously, I needed to know where that point was at some point in time. And I now know that there's a thing there. I don't know, maybe it is Norma? Oh, it might be Norma. You know, Danny was a good guess, but maybe it is Norma. Oh, that's what it is. Aurora's, you win. You win at everything for being able to look at my thing on the map that says thing and be like, oh, that's for the mission for the airport person. Thank you. Okay, let's not randomly run way off course from where I needed to go. Derp derp derp. I've got a habit when I'm running through an area. If I see a piece of lore or something I want to investigate later and I don't have much time, I put a map point and I just like randomly type like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. It was Norma. Thank you, Fortitude. Thank you, Auroras, for trying to help me figure it out. It is in fact Norma who has something wicked.
There's a pressure building, the kind that comes before a storm when it builds and builds but just won't break. Yeah, the ravens, they feel it too. Last time I saw them like this, when the trees were more birds than branches, there were murders. Yeah, that was back in 2002, tail end of a long and wicked hot summer. By August, the whole town smelled rotten, and we hadn't seen a drop of rain since June. When the storm finally broke and the ravens flew, the killing stopped. Never believed what the paper wrote about that vagrant, neither did Helen, despite those boys in city council leaning on her. Well, she took a beating. Could have hurt her career, but she was right. Wasn't human hands cut those girls open. An unkindness of ravens, isn't that what they call it? My idea of reading is the TV guide, not anything that could charitably be called literature. But even I know signs and portents when I see them.
That makes perfect sense, Fortitude. That's why I know where some things are in game. Because I always forget. More information about the murders. Let's go file surfing. You know, I'm really kind of glad that my first playthrough I didn't have this sprint. Excuse me. It's nice for me now, when I usually kind of know where I'm going. But, again, just the atmosphere here. It's actually much nicer. Taking your time. Oop. Okay, I'll kill you instead. Random trivia. That passive, hit and run, I still put that on my main sometimes. I'm sure that does not give me an optimal deck or optimal DPS, but it's a freaking fun passive. I like watching things explode. Especially in Egypt. I'm just gonna run right past everything I need. Where am I going? I'm on the wrong road. See, it's so satisfying. I was about to say, especially in Egypt with the Atonists. Get a big crowd of them. Attune! Attune! And watch them explode. Which sounds really morbid now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, Griff is going to try to go down the correct street this time. See, more people wearing normal clothes, Tiger. Just normal people. No horse heads. Here's what I want. Let's see if I can remember what year I want. That was 2002, I believe. You know, I've never opened the other ones to see if there's anything actually in them. Oh, I guess not. Derp-a-derp-a-derp. 2003. The drawer is empty. Yes, no. There we go. Killer charged. Transient farmhand Larry Checkan has been formally charged with the murders of Kingsmouth girls. Redacted, redacted, and redacted. Townies who had been holding an all-night vigil on Elm gave an emotional response to the announcement this morning. It marks the end of a summer of horror that has gripped our little town for 3 months and a state police manhunt making mainland news. Sheriff Bannerman would not make further comment on the case ahead of the state press briefing. She has, however, asked the townies remain calm while justice works its course. We at the Chronicle know many of our readers have questioned the efficiency of the Solomon County Sheriff's Office, but there will be a time for those questions in the months following the trial. I think I have to go to the computer. I think I have to go to the computer at the sheriff's office. I might be wrong. Also, as a side note to Tiger, you notice I have TSW players in chat right now who actually know I've already run these missions. So technically spoilers are not spoilers, and they're still not spoiling these for me. Like, they recognize and respect that I'm running an alt or something I don't really remember, and I'm trying to do it. Most of the community is like that. I'm just saying.
That was a heck of an affair. No,
I think it's the computer.
Now I'm through with it, but you can have at the computer there if it'd scratch an itch.
Yes, it was the computer. Written confession. There are multiple inconsistencies. You can ask my ghost for the truth, Sheriff. He took his own life in his cell between the hours of 4 and 5 a.m. Discovered at 7 a.m. Seen already redacted. All outstanding work on investigation to be closed. So you notice we're supposed to examine the cell for more clues. But I will be honest with you, Tiger. I put that night out of my head and just decided to enjoy the game on my own. I'm not saying you should. You were the one streaming. So no, I literally don't remember the helpful people in chat who tried to lead you through puzzles, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. It is one of the most genius parts. So, you see you can't get in, right? Totally can't get in. You can try talking to the officer here. She doesn't have any interest in what you're doing.
Things quid pro quo, but what's a lady to do?
She's not gonna unlock it for you.
I come back without a piece out of you.
So you run around a little bit trying to see through the bars and you can't. And eventually maybe you go back and kind of look at what it says, and the suspect killed himself while in custody. His last words were that the truth would be told by his ghost. Now, you remember I was running around in anima form, right? To be fair, the first time you play this, you probably don't know the reset command, so you probably go get your brains eaten off by zombies. Once again, Tiger, I'm not saying you have to play. You know, I am never going to try to make you play this game. But I'm pretty sure the rest of chat in here will back me up that if anybody tried to do that to you while you were running with me, they would get summarily booted, ignored, and likely never played with again. That sounded really bad, but you know what I mean. I'm saying most of the community, and my friends in said community, are not big fans of spoilers and pushing and trying to rush. I'm going the long way. Of course, Tiger, you're also speaking to Auroras of Sanctuary fame, and I know I've geeked to you about how wonderful Sanctuary is. Like, we have an entire channel set up to help newbies without spoilers. No, I do not want to resurrect. Because when this finally occurs to you, oh look. Oh, look what happens when you're dead. You can speak to his ghost. Now I've got to remember which clue I'm supposed to find. Oh. Derp derp. The white raven's whisper. Golden girls sorrowful. Secrets are never told. I will note that just for the hell of it, the first time I played, I actually resurrected in the cell. You can't do anything. You can feel very clever with yourself for standing in the cell and wish desperately that Helen would come over and be like, "How the hell did you get in there?" But it doesn't actually do anything. Well, yeah, and you figure, my chat, I will boot people out of chat for doing that. That's no problem. And between me, Auroras, Janet, and anybody else who shows up, you could probably Could probably get somebody blacklisted from like the entire social dungeon and RP circles in the secret world for being dicks. Yeah, it's very neat. This is another one that messed me up the first time because, of course, I resurrected. That's what it was, because I resurrected right away, and then I ran around looking for white ravens. Because I figured, okay, I'm done with this. I can just resurrect, and now I'm gonna run around, all over creation looking for white ravens. Funny enough, though, if you're not quite so impatient. Hello, white raven. Hi. Oh wait, no, I don't want to follow my body. And yeah, I totally lost track of where I was running. I was trying to watch chat and run at the same time, and I'm pretty sure I wandered off in the wrong direction. That's okay, though, because I know the ravens are not that far away from Jack's tree, because I always seem to run into them by accident during that event, if I die. Or I could totally lose them anyway. Oh, hello, ravens. What is it? It's Golden Girl. Golden Girl Sorrow Secrets. Okay, so this is all of the win. If you know the whole Counting Crows thing, but also if you're a fan of the band Counting Crows.
4 for a boy. 3 for a girl. 1 for sorrow. 7 for a secret, never to be told. 6 for gold.
6 for gold.
7 for a secret, never to be told. 1 for sorrow. 3 for a girl. 4 for a boy. 1 for sorrow.
Once again, I love the sound work on this part too.
7 for a secret, never to be told. 2 for joy. 5 for silver.
I just ran past the one I wanted, didn't I?
2 for joy. 7 for a secret. 1 for sorrow. 7 for a secret, never to be told.
I'm looking for Jack the lad. You found him.
Oh, Jack. Hi, Jack. You jerk. Oh wait, am I not supposed to kill you? You jerk. Oh, we will. Find you next Halloween, buddy. We'll kill Giant you too. I do actually really like Jack's tree. I like the way they did that. Oop. Hey. That wasn't very nice. You really had Zern worried there. I reminded him that you're expendable, but I admit it's very good to oh my god, Kirsten! But I admit it's very good to have you back. Redeploying someone at this stage would be such a bitch. There's a number of murders in Kingsmouth that point to Jack's unique... I'm gonna say that wrong. I won't bore you with the tragic details. Boy flees famine, boy works on Magus's farm, Magus's daughter dies, Magus tears into boy... Yeah, Magus tears into boy... That's a... That would be a typo. Magus tears boy. Oh no, Magus tears into boy in Pumpkin Patch. I can speak. The moral of the story, Kingsmouth is not a good place to die, so try not to. Yeah, you're right. 3 Jack fights in Solomon Island, plus Giant and Super. Oh, let's actually collect it. I have an Aegis disruptor that is totally useless to me at this point in game. Okay, we are gonna go back to Agartha. Because that is almost midnight. And I should really try to be up at like 8. The traditional holiday cuddle puddle. It's a very small cuddle puddle in this little instance. That's okay. Okay, so I gotta wrap it up because I gotta work tomorrow. I will probably actually be streaming again tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm gonna... It's probably gonna be the Secret World. I don't know if I'm gonna maybe run my main through some Tokyo stuff, or I'm gonna keep running, if I'm gonna keep running OtterGryph here. Oh yeah, Auroras. Yeah, sleep is good. But thank you you guys for coming out. It is ridiculously fun running with you guys. Well, you know what I mean. You guys get sleep, Tiger. I hope your paw gets better. And yeah, if we ever get you into the Secret World, like, you're getting a group together. We will kick anybody's butt who gets in your way, you know? Good night, everybody.